Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of TNO as the West Russian Revolutionary Front. So, last episode we had taken out Samara, and we are almost ready to form Western Russia. We're so very close. So I am preparing for a war against Finland, which is probably what is going to be the main thing for this episode. Then we're going to get into a little bit of politics. But other than that, we have just finished the focus of clearing out the German influence, eradicating the German influence. Yeah. So I'm gonna shorten things up so it's not super long reading. Also we still have the Battle of the Ice raging. I tried to turn down it because it got very extreme near the end of last episode. But yes. So basically our army has gone into one of Bukharin's old Samara bunkers, and where Vasilov and his traitors held court, and have gotten files and whatnot for what's after this. Okay. They're all collaborators, the personnel in the file. So basically, we've gotten a list of everyone who joined the ROA and why they did. Some of them were defectors. Some of them chose treason over rather than death by starvation in the camps. Then they just were in a list of battles. And then some of them were SS members. And some were in massacres at the notorious Gully. You've got informants who handed over thousands to the gas chamber. She used a machine gun to mow down 20. Yeah, so a secretary murdered 15,000 partisans. But we have purged the collaborators, which, I'm sure some deserved it, like the woman who killed 15,000 partisans with a machine gun. And I'm sure there were some that didn't, who chose, life as a traitor rather than death, but the hands of the Red Army. But seems that fate still fell onto them. Okay, at 66 we can continue our industrial tree, which is very important. Want to get some robotics, and I know we're German agents. That'll help us with our coring time. Yeah, we will bring them home. Oh, I think I have to do this. Okay. I could have formed West Russia last episode. Well, here it goes. Okay. The Western Russian Revolutionary Front unifies Western Russia. Around the world, individuals and government alike find themselves shocked as for the first time since the West Russian War of the 1950s, concrete information has trickled out of the husk of the Soviet Union. The West Russian Revolutionary Front, long thought crushed under the German boot, has spread and tightened its grip over Western Russia and annihilated the many battling warlords under the brutal gaze of Grand Marshal Mikhail Tukhachevsky. Infamously known as the Red Napoleon, Grand Marshal Tukhachevsky uses deep battle tactics to prove Tukhachevsky's use of deep battle tactics will prove invaluable to the Red Army as the Red Army storms east of the Urals, practicing an even more militaristic form of Soviet communism. It is clear that the Red Napoleon plans to destroy his enemies and unite Russia under the red flag once more. An old specter haunts Europe once more. So, oh wow, yeah, I can just... There's a willingness to cooperate. I don't know if I need to get them here. No. Apparently we are very unwilling. A Red Tartarstan. So basically, I'm again summarizing. A Red Army soldier was walking down the street of Kazan, and this was shortly after the Red Army occupied it. He sometimes worried whether or not it would have been better if he died in the defense of his people. Red Army soldier putting up communist propaganda. He notices them. He recognizes them, rather. And then they talk about how they thought that they had died. You've never struck me as a communist. What happened? Our new overlords are in need of troops. After we surrendered, they offered most of us a place in the Red Army. I figured, why not? Iran has no qualms recruiting Tartars. Perhaps the civilian governors were of the similar mind, sharing farewells with his friend. The Tsar went inside to grab by to eat. He remained suspicious of the communists, but began to consider that perhaps it was not the worst possible outcome, which apparently was a very bad thing for us. So we're just gonna invade them. We've had to deal with their border wars for long enough. I can do another research because we have now gone past warlord state, and I'm gonna work more on our construction. So once this finishes up, we'll go to war, which is in 14 days. This is what you get for better army professionalism. Yes, sir. And now, instead of widespread cronyism, we have political influence, which is a bit better. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, political influence. So not great, but we're very close to professional army now, which is good. And then obviously Spartan discipline is where we want to be, but I don't know if we'll be able to get there. So, all right, we've got more troops. Can I? Let's see. So I just want all of my infantry. And let's see. Let's get on. No, I want Andre, and I want Alexander, and then we're gonna put both of them together here, and then I'm gonna deploy my tank, even though it's not fully equipped. Let's switch these guys over to the tank, or the Red Guard. Okay, and we're gonna put Victor. No, Ivan. Okay. Even though he's probably a good tank commander, he's also super low level. I don't know what this big blue border is for, but it's here. No more German agents. And we need to own Onega for the next one. So I probably could have done this earlier. I'm kind of disappointed. Let's see. So how I'm going to try to do this is because I know, like how I know the AI is going to act. I don't think there's a way for us to get all of Karelia, which is what I would like. Get obviously Murmansk, I think we're always going to get, but you know, all these different Karelian states, and obviously Onega. I don't know. I think there's a chance that they are not going to give it to us. If that is the case, though, oh, whoops! I did not mean to pull up that. Okay, so. If it isn't, then I'm just going to presume once we like capitulate them, or, you know, they're like, ask for a ceasefire, then I'm going to presume that that is reason enough for us to be able to annex all of our old land, because we'd be in a position of power to do so. Not to make us overpowered or anything. There really isn't anything in the Karelian states, but just in case, you know. Oh, yep, and Goring is on the march. And hopefully I'm not going to have a second Winter Warrior. Let's see if I can just straight up encircle all these guys. With our tanks, because that would be nice. Caffeine flow! And now we have tea and coffee! What a wonderful time to be in Russia. Okay, oh, they've solidified the front line in the south. Can we just take the city itself? Yeah. Okay. That. Oh, maybe not. We're gonna see. We can hope. Here, I'm gonna try to go over here and see if I can punch up that way. Because I'd rather not be stuck in this war for years. They've got forts. Is not great. Okay, we can smash them. The tanks in this mod are very strong. So hopefully we won't get attritioned out here though in this push. Keep it going, keep on going. Let's see. Hopefully we're quick enough that these forests do slow us down quite a bit. Okay. Though we're losing our defensive. Oh, no, we're gonna win. Nope, we broke. Okay. But we can. Let's see. And I would like to get my guys up here. good. She's gonna broke us again now. Okay. And we keep it going. And where's our tank? Where did our tank go? It's down here. That bush? No. Okay. We need infantry support, I think so. Back to the north. Government prevails in the English Civil War. I forgot that that is still happening. Okay, well, that's neat. Now we push again. Look for some more success. They have area supremacy? Oh. Sports rivalry. The Gorky tankers and the Kazan Akbars are ending chaos with a 4-0 win for the Bars in the first game, and the people of Gorky refuse to take the defeat lying down, kicking off a series of drunken demonstrations. So, yeah, it's better than them shitting each other. So, I'm gonna refuse. I know that we're not doing amazing in this war right now, but I think we should be able to find some success, so. But it is annoying that we don't have aerial supremacy here. How do we not? These guys are not. Yeah, come on. Get to this airport. Okay. And push again. Okay. And yeah, those guys are broken. So the tanks should be able to continue our push now. Need to pin them. Have to, we're gonna go this way then. The Burgundian bunkers. Gosh, okay. The org is so hard to deal with because it's kind of low in this mod. Okay, so now we basically just choke these guys out with our encirclement. See if we can tighten the grip a little bit. Because if we can, that's going to be really good. And then their army shouldn't really have enough. So if we need to, we can attack Finland proper. This is going to be a bad push on that fort line, though. Okay. And let's see if we can take the city. Nope. See if we can take this. We didn't push them far enough where we don't really have to worry about our actual front line with Finland, and we just have to worry about the front with Onega. That should be good. Let's continue. Come on. And again, we're just clearing out these guys. Because the city itself is quite difficult to get through. But luckily we're not in that much of a rush. It's 66. We're not going to be unifying most of Russia until 69, I believe. So there we go. And I can now do my focus. We're gonna reclaim what is ours. And then we are going to get ready to push east. Are these all Suomi? No, they're Karelian. Our own thing. Huh. Alright. That is woods, but come on, my tank should be strong enough. Actually, I'd rather you guys spin up through here. Because then I can get those two. And how am I doing on time for this episode? 13 minutes in. The Great Winter War Round 2 is taking a little while, but that's okay. You know, I wonder how the Winter War went in this timeline. Obviously, there must have been one. I presume the continuation war went pretty badly if Finland's this strong. Okay. Hang the collaborators. We're gonna... Let's see, can we come down this way and seal up all this land? Because then we cut off the guys in the south and they're just done. They don't have anything left, so... Because, what, they've got a few guys in the north. They got 3 in the north, and then... most of it is empty. But... because, I mean, I'd like this, right? Because then I have a... I'm real close. We're gonna use what we used as our justification in the Winter War of that we're too close to Leningrad as our bonus is that we're really close to Leningrad. So, okay. Kazakhstan. Oh, the Polish didn't win. That's too bad. But now we got a liberal democracy in Kazakhstan, which probably means that we're going to have to invade them. Because the liberal democracies tend to not like us. Conditional surrender. No. Total surrender. We want all of our land back. We're going to continue working on our main battle tanks, because that will be very helpful. We can just bleed anything out down here if we need to. So, wonderful. Unconditional surrender. That's really good. Because, I mean, we have their seat of government, essentially. In Helsinki, and then... Okay. So, we've crushed the stubborn Finns, and this is the only thing that we can get was Karelia itself. You know, as much as I want it, I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to take it. I am going to go state managing, and I'm just going to mark these states, because I don't think they're going to be core any other way. We're going to mark it, and then we're just going to core it. So that way we don't have to worry about it. Maybe I could do it through... No, I can't do it through here. So, now we can actually use those states to its fullest potential. And now, I would like to make a new front. New front line. And then we're going to have to do the Invincible and Legendary. I always think, because it's from a song. And so, I always think it's the Invincible and Legendary and Invincible, not Invincible and Legendary, just because it's weird to say it. Invincible and Legendary. How many men do we have? 600,000, that's pretty good. Especially for only having just Western Russia. And Omsk is basically unified. Western Siberia, Central Siberia is under Novosibirsk. And then, this is a tough fight in the Far East. Breton leadership. Oh, cool. Third decade of heading the National Committee. So that's nothing really new. They're the same. Kingdom of England. What are these guys doing? Thatcher. Or no chance to win. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's either that Thatcher. Okay. Contemporary decades have in the past held nothing but despair. The Russian people, so long under siege, were cast adrift like a dreidel poised on table's edge. They have toyed with total oblivion. However, through it all, the scant hope has lingered against its rare light. Through the thick, dark clouds, be it an extra ration or scavenged vehicle or an unusually quiet sky, the people have found solace in little victory for far too long. Today, however, for the first time since the 50s, the clouds have parted, sunlight pours through, and the people bask in it to glow. The Grand Marshal, long chafing under superiors' incompetence and opportunists, find himself validated. Your dedication to our cause and the innovative theoretical... I am really struggling to read it now. I probably should have got something to drink. Theoretical doctrines, we are reign supreme. Today we take the first steps towards healing. West Russia is one, invincible, and ready to advance boldly. The wind is strong against the Grand Marshal's back, and under his legendary stewardship, we shall not falter. Krasnaya Armia Veshchenay. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. I am sorry. A red state for a red army, which we have to do first because we are in serious political strain right now. Yeah, overextended administrative. That's very hard. Our administration. So we need to do that. We need to do our industry for the defense of socialism. They were made for war. We need to improve our red army. And then we have to do our political. Most likely, we're not going to be doing all of it. So if you don't know, I've recorded most of this before. And what are these guys doing? Okay, they're just doing their fleet stuff. So when I did it, I was able to get Western Siberia by the time I was like halfway through the industry. I'd done most of the army except for like the Navy and Air Force, and I didn't even touch this yet. So I'm gonna try to get through it, hopefully, but it is very difficult to get through. So, oh, we need to repurpose Soviet infrastructure, and we have to do land reform and a bunch of this stuff, but I also need to keep some political power. I'm making a bunch per day, at least. So we're gonna make a red state for a red army. How far are we? We're pretty close to 20. Yeah, we're just at 20 minutes. So I think this is probably a good place to leave it. I might do a little bit of... I can't really do that. Yeah, I can't really do much because there's a lot of things that I get through this. So, yes, I'm gonna... Next episode, we will continue down our focus tree. It'll probably be a lot of me just popping in, doing the read-throughs, talking about the choices I make, and then probably next I'll do the war, because that has Project Indrik in it, and this is a really interesting thing, because we can do weapon development. And then I'll probably... We'll see. Most likely it'll either be that I do more of the war, or I'll do the industry. I'll probably do the political last, and I'll probably do the Sosintern route. I was thinking about doing the West. I don't know. It's still hard, because eventually I'm going to have to play someone in Siberia, like these guys, right? And these guys are kind of like the Sosintern heads, because they're the actual Soviet government. And I think there's a few other ones that could probably do it with a bit more reason than the Revolutionary Front, because, you know, Tukhachevsky spoke of, you know, a world proletariat revolution, but I think probably he would be like, I want to kill the Germans more than anything else. So, yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't really get into jazz, you don't have to, but it's always nice. If you do, it shows that you want to see more of it. And the next one, we shall continue our great revolution. Yes, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.